All right, man. This video comes from the Discord. Shout out to the Discord. Do women value hookups more than relationships? At face value, I feel like a lot of people are going to say no, but you can't fool your boy KhunShawn. There are people out here that say they rather have a kid than be married. Absolutely, they enjoy hookups more than relationships, but let's go. Snug
Okay,
Alana.
men know modern women value hookups over boyfriends. I think I destroyed our relationship trying to compliment my boyfriend. My boyfriend and I are 28 years old and together for 2.5 years.
That's a long time.
Yesterday night we were drinking and one thing led to another, and I tried to compliment him by saying he's not someone who I would hook up or be a friends with benefits but marry. I thought everything was fine.
Bro, how is that a compliment?
Distraught after that. I realized how he understood. I tried to clarify, but he's still the same this morning. He told me he needs space to think for a while.
This is a backhanded compliment.
All my friends tell me I messed it up, and guys tell me it's not a compliment. Most men will understand it differently. I think I destroyed our relationship, and I'm panicking right now.
Well, I don't think you destroyed the relationship necessarily. And if you did destroy it, I would say he's a bit sensitive. I mean, 2.5 years, you're going to let 2.5 years go over this slight comment? I mean,
Yeah, you want to know why?
Because that's crazy if it's ruined, though.
If you say with the preface of saying you wouldn't hook up with them and then only marry them, it means you're settling. Because if you're hooking up with someone and then you're not marrying, it just means that you're like in it for the physicality. Yeah, it's basically I would settle for you. It's sad.
I mean, they've been together 2.5 years. I mean, for someone to say that they'll settle with you in 2.5 years, I mean, that's pretty big. That's a pretty big step.
I understand, but I understand how that person might feel. Very poor choice of words.
Yeah, that was
not the smartest
in general.
thing to do.
In general, I wouldn't say this at all. Yeah. I mean, at best, right? At best, he would say something like, "Oh, okay, thanks?" ? And at worst, what happened, you know?
I understand that maybe it was just a really, really stupid thing to say, but at the same time, it kind of means that they wouldn't find them attractive enough to hook up with them and then marry them. If they said, in my opinion, if she said, "Oh, I would totally hook up with you, but then I would marry you," it's different.
It's still weird, but yeah, it's better. It's way better,
that they said,
to be honest.
I wouldn't do friends with benefits and hook up. It just... Because everyone in today's culture knows that hooking up culture is all about, like, first glances and being hot and, like, having that, like, spark with someone. Marrying is like being with someone who's been there for a long time, or you decide to marry because you're getting desperate. Like, there's two ways of getting married nowadays. You're either...
That's absolutely sad if that's how people are getting married.
Getting really old and you need to settle down, or you've known each other for a while and you're really good friends and you frick with each other and this and that. It's like
that's the normal way
into a marriage moment,
right? Yeah, I think that's cool. When your friends become your relationship partners, honestly, those are some of the best relationships. All the best relationships that I've had, the person that I had the relationship with, they were always friends first, and then it turned into something.
She could have just said that she found him to be husband material and leave it at that. Yeah.
True. But 2.5 years, I mean...
Marry for resources, hook up for fun? Well, I think there are a lot of good relationships, chat.
Yeah, there's good relationships.
There are a lot of good relationships where they start off being like friends in school or college, and they frick with each other and they're friends,
hear that a lot.
Right?
I hear that a lot personally. Like, all the people that I know that are married, they always talk about how they met in university.
And then they develop a relationship. There's that. I'm not saying there's... You guys are probably thinking like, oh, everyone does hookups into like marriage. No, that's not true. Some people
absolutely
also know
not.
Each other from,
absolutely not.
From work or something.
A lot of people, like what I've experienced and what I've seen, not a lot of people go down the route of mutual friends. It's more like just meeting online, or you just meet at a random point in time, or like I said earlier, university, and then it turns into something else. I know not many people that I know personally go the mutual friend route, but if you do, hey, that the mutual friend route could definitely work.
Ugh. Backhanded compliments always the best idea. Sure thought it over before yapping it out. Well, she was drunk. When you're drunk, you kind of just blurt shit out without thinking, so I think she kind of just didn't think it through.
Yeah. Still not a red flag,
move for sure. I totally understand why the guy's upset. I'd be upset in their position. A lot of relationships start within friend circles or something, like same class at school. Yeah, or like college.
Yeah, uni.
Dated a few years before marrying, it works as you say. Well, that's what I'm saying. People are like, X down, X. That's not true. It's like, yeah, actually it is true. There are so many women who don't understand why he's reacting like this. Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Oh no. Hold on.
Is that it? Is that the? Where's more of the conversation? Where was the conversation at?
Scene will be enamored by the attention. So many options, often exceeding her wildest fantasies. Ooh. A gym rat in his early 30s looking to relieve a bit of stress after leaving the office. Ooh. The 24-year-old bartender. The Frank.
What is all this yapping?
To get my fill, and that happens. Don't be fat. Okay, dipshit. How about you get off your seat? Get off your seat! Stop being fat, chat!
Stop being fat. It's easier said than done. Discipline is what you need.
Like a really bad birth rate as well. Hookup culture is kind of cringe and currently bad for long-term commitment possibilities and mental degradation. I think that
hookups are just bad in general due to the fact that people will get confused whenever it's just a hookup. It's easy to say, oh yeah, we'll just have sex and have no feelings, but that's not true. Like how do you get into bed with somebody? You have to develop some type of, whether it's attraction or it's the intimacy, you develop something with that person. And it's easier for other people to just cut it and let it go than others. So yeah, I think hookup culture is just bad in general, but it's the thing people do nowadays.
Hookup culture, the more bodies you have, the more desensitized you are to like being with the person you're with. And again,
you probably find the next person.
Enough. I think it goes both ways, men and women. Anyway, hookup culture makes you feel really bad. In the end, because you're not viewing people
as people. You're seeing them as just bodies.
The more you hook up with different people, the more
you see them as just bodies
yourself, and you start to desensitize yourself to being in a relationship. I've heard many such cases of women and men having a lot of flings, and they kind of get desensitized to the idea of being in a monogamous long-term relationship.
Romance is dead.
I'm not talking about if you have sex
it's not dead, but it's hard to find
3 or 4 different people in your entire life. I'm talking about having multiple bodies a year, like double digits kind of deal, which is.
It also you get the more bodies that you have, the more easy it is for you to get more bodies, right? So the initial attraction, that the butterfly feeling, you don't really necessarily get that. The easier it is. So perfect example for me, I went to the mall earlier today and I was trying to get some paperwork done, and I just saw this random woman. And I just asked her, hey, how do I get my photo? Did you get your photo taken here? Blase, blase. And she's looking dead at me in the eyes. I'm looking her in the eyes. And, we're talking along. She's smiling. I'm smiling. It's I could take this further, but I don't want to. But I easily could have. Right. So just in general, the more that you end up, because it's no secret, like, of course, like, I can get girls, right? Anybody can, right? It's all about confidence. At the end of the day, it's confidence. Like, I've seen literally obese people get girls' numbers because they're so confident. And whether it leads to something else, I have no idea, and it's none of my business. But you definitely can get the initial attraction just based off how confident you are as a man. As a woman, I got no advice for you. If anything, just smile, and that's enough. So yeah, you definitely can do it. Just be confident. To be honest,
crazy to me. I can't imagine. Can't even go outside, let alone talk to like 10 people.
Yeah, some people have issues talking.
Winning? Yeah, but you're addicted to gooning, so. I know there's some people who will personally disagree with me, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just my opinion.
Yeah, everybody has opinions. Yeah.
Some people just don't have sex with people, and that's okay too.
That's probably better. It's probably better if you don't have sex with a lot of people.
Shame people for being virgins as well. I remember when I was in school, there was a boy who,
in school.
I don't know. Yeah. I guess he got peer pressure to revealing this to his like peers, and they said, "Yeah, he's a virgin, and he's like 15 years old." And I'm like,
"Well, good. He should be."
So in my brain, in my like child brain, I thought people started having sex at like 18. I thought that having sex before that was weird.
And that's the crazy thing. It is weird for like 15-year-olds and 14-year-olds to be having sex. At the same time, the way hormones work, and if there's no parental supervision, kids can go wild just like anybody else. And that's the sad truth. And that's the sad truth a lot of people don't want to talk about. But yeah, even me, like, I lost my virginity at 14, right? And 14, I feel, is too young. At the same time, who am I to say anything? Because I lost it at 14. I was watching porn at 13. I was like, oh yeah, this is the stuff. I want to do this, right? When you're young and you're dumb, you have no idea what's going on, right? Your body's changing, hormones, your brain is still developing and growing, right? The stuff you see, you just automatically assume it's good, when absolutely it's not for majority of the cases, right? So if I could go back and change, like, losing my virginity at 14, I honestly probably would. But at the same time, I don't blame anybody that's out here losing their virginity at 14, at 15, at 16. And it's sad to see people get pregnant at 16 and become fathers at 16, 100%. That's sad. That's terrible. Like, I honestly, like, that's the first time I ever saw a pregnant girl was freshman year of high school. I saw a pregnant woman, or not even a woman, a pregnant girl. She was a girl. She was the same age as me, right? I was like, what the hell? Right. So, the world is, as much as we want to pretend that, kids aren't going to be online or kids aren't going to do adult things, the sad fact of the matter is that they are. The same way children at 14, 15, 16 are having sexual relations, right? That's when we introduce, hey, wear a condom. Hey, do it safely. You can't stop them from doing it. You have to tell them or train them or teach them, hey, if you are going to experiment, right, as we call it, experimenting or trying to figure yourself out, you have to do it safely. And that's all we can do as adults to try and, keep the younger generation from making life-changing mistakes. So yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say about it, to be honest. That's about it. That's all the video, to be honest. I
was a kid, but this is like just how I thought. I didn't really know.
That's fine.
Apparently we're children.
Yeah.
Just having sex with each other.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, look at that. The Smuggalana plushie is out for a limited time only.
Limited time. Oh, my FOMO.
For 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Don't miss out.
2 weeks. Oh. Okay. So that's Smug Alana. That's my first time seeing Smug. It was an interesting video, and it's definitely an interesting conversation. Shout out to the Discord for sending it to me. Honestly, I wasn't expecting a video like this. There's many points to make from many different points of views, but honestly, when it comes to hookup culture, just be careful. A lot of people are going to sit here and just do hookup culture and not think. If you can think, you definitely should. Wear protection, of course. And another thing, don't participate if you don't have to. You don't need to participate in hookup culture. I personally actively, I don't avoid it, but I'm not actively going out and searching for it. So that's another way you can try and mitigate the issues that happens that when you have multiple partners. But yeah, that's your boy KhunShawn. That's enough sex education from your boy. I don't, I'm out here giving out sexual education for free. I feel like I should be a teacher or something teaching this, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Shout out to the Discord again. And I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Y'all be safe. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Bye bye.